Welcome to the Nagual Zone. I'm Anaam. Let's talk about unbending intent. Unbending intent. Now, the first misconception that people encounter with this concept of unbending intent of the Toltec warriors is that it is a straight line. I don't know why we all think that if I've decided I want to get from A to B, it must be a straight line. That's what machines think like. In real life, nature life, you go from point A to point B, making countless adjustments along the way. Countless adjustments. Sometimes you take completely a different direction to arrive at point B. So many different things happen. In fact, not just one completely different direction. Sometimes many different directions have to be taken. It's a whole journey. For the Toltec warrior, unbending intent does not mean straight line from A to B and we're done and we got the gold medal and I'm so good and I am so amazing. The Toltec warrior, when they engage unbending intent towards something, is now preparing for an epic journey. The Toltec warrior does not know how long the journey will last, does not know how many provisions to pack along the way, cannot calculate for every outcome. It's an act of unbending intent. The rest will fall into place as the journey goes along. Now there are two main thieves and one assassin that will steal your unbending intent. Unbending intent is a decision. And like all decisions, it requires energy. The difference between unbending intent and a decision is in the amount of energy required. I'll explain that more in a little bit. The first and the most powerful thief that will come and dilute, steal away enough energy so that your unbending intent cheapens and dilutes to good intentions, which are absolutely worthless for the Toltec warrior. That's like picking up a cheap prostitute on the street. If unbending intent is the queen, the emperor, the king, the royalty, the treasure of treasures, then good intentions is the pimp and the prostitute on the street, the cheapest trash. So the first and major adversary you will face in your journey along realizing that unbending intent is, I don't know and I don't want to know. That is a powerful paradigm that almost everyone is affected by in the issues that most affect them. The issues that make the average man the most miserable, where he needs to actually step out of I don't know and I don't want to know. Those are the very places where he will cling to this paradigm. I don't know, I don't want to know. Notice this. Notice this in yourself. The places where you need to abandon this completely are the very places inside you that you're clinging on to it. As if it is some kind of best friend that has your best intentions at heart. This paradigm is the ultimate spirit killer. I don't know and I don't want to know. So you got your unbending intent, you're very inspired, and oh, yes, 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 oh, unbending intent. I watched that video on YouTube. The Indian guy was talking about it. Unbending intent, I got it now. Yes, you set out on your unbending intent after watching the video, you know everything about it. And you encounter this first adversary which will defeat you like you're nothing. That'll show you where you're really at. You will very quickly encounter that you don't know enough about the simplest of unbending intents in your life, which means you must become someone who is more knowledgeable. What is it? What does it entail? What do I need to know? What knowledge do I need to be equipped with to successfully bring this unbending intent to fruition? But you know what will force your hand time and again? And it's a powerful force. I don't know and I don't want to know, so, I'll just do something about it rather than do it. There are other causes that contribute to the I don't know, I don't want to know paradigm. But regardless of the causes, that is what is gonna come knocking on your door pretty quickly. The only way out of that is to cultivate what I call adventurous curiosity. Become curious about taking adventures. Adventurous curiosity will open your mind and keep you immunized from I don't know and I don't want to know. Most people, a room full of 100 people, and you say, does anyone here support a lifestyle of I don't know and I don't want to know? Everyone will say, no, I don't, no, it's not the way to live, no. Everyone will feel very good about themselves when saying that. They'll feel like, oh yeah, I'm a boss. Yeah, see, I don't support I don't know and I don't want to know. But if you examine those 100 people's lives, you will see that that's exactly what they cling to in the very places which are making them most miserable. So claims don't make aims. Okay, you want to aim at something and shoot? Don't claim about it, aim and shoot. Claims don't make aims. Two things personally, and I advise you to stop doing it and stop listening to it. Completely ignore it. Ignore it completely. Is when people make claims and when people have opinion and state their opinions. Completely ignore them. You'll stop wasting so much energy if you don't engage in opinions and claims. Someone makes a claim and then you feel smart and you feel like you're more intelligent in that particular issue, so you make a counterclaim. Well, no, I think it is like this. The world politics is like that, and the medical system, and the matrix, and the parasite. Oh, I think, and I think. And before long, you're just wasting your energy. It's verbal vomit. You don't even know it. You're just practicing self-importance, right? Go about your business. Shut the fuck up, go about your business. You should ideally have better things to do than making counter claims and counter opinions with other losers. Okay? Go about your business. Stop wasting your precious time and precious energy that you did not give to yourself. It was given to you by something that is active beyond the piddly little boundaries of your self-importance. I choose to call it divine flow, or an amazing word the Christians use, which I love, is the Holy Spirit. I love that. The Spirit within you. You have a spirit, that's why you're alive. The Spirit within you is holy. The Holy Spirit. I don't know and I don't want to know. How are you going to deal with that? Adventurous curiosity. The second thief. Ignorance of the cost. So you are inspired, you set out on your journey of unbending intent, and you forgot to count the cost. Just running towards the cliff like a cliff edge, like a child. Ah, candy, candy. That's not unbending intent. Unbending intent means you know exactly what the cost is. Now, the cost for the average man is varied and many faceted. When the average man takes on unbending intent, I want to have a wife, family, dog, and house. Okay, plenty of unbending intent there. You will see billions fulfilling that with amazing unbending intent. Fantastic. Masterful unbending intent. Women are waiting for the prince who will bring the glass slipper to them. So, oh, I found in my ballroom there was this glass slipper. Are you the one I danced with? The women are waiting all their life for that guy. Right? The geezers have their own fantasy, all driven by Disney's. Various Disneys. These days they're called Disney and Netflix and Amazon Prime. The three big brainwashers. Zero to do with reality, right? So this second thief didn't count the cost. Don't even know what the cost is. And we're just gonna faith. I have faith in God. Yeah, have your faith in God. It's a good thing. But know the cost as well. You might want to consider that. What do Toltec warriors do? The average man has, if the average man even considers the cost, what is it going to cost me if I want a child, a house, a dog, a car, not a child, 2 children because the government has said so, right? The one world government, there's only one government around the world, has now, in your grandmother's time, there were 12 children, 10 children, 8 children. And then overpopulation hits. So your mother and father and you are nicely now brainwashed into accepting 2 is ideal. 2 children are very, very, it's a good number. 2 are very good. Yeah, 2. Where did that come from? You didn't think of it. No, you didn't think of it. It just seems very good to you because you're brainwashed into that. If the government tomorrow decides no children are allowed, you will support that within a generation. You're like, yeah, no, it makes sense. No, we're all populated and you're just like little sheep, just bah, bah, not thinking for yourself at all, is it? The problem with brainwashing is that it convinces you that they are your thoughts. Anyway, counting the cost. You got to know what you're getting into. For the average man, as I said, many, many costs to consider. For the Toltec warriors, only one cost. One cost. Am I willing to lay down my life in order to fulfill this unbending intent? It's the only cost. In other words, I am committed all the way. If this costs me my life, fine. At least I am impeccable about it. You see, the unbending intent has nothing to do with results for Toltec warriors. It has to do with the journey and how impeccably that journey was lived through, experienced. Only one cost to count. Am I willing to lay down my life for this? Now, this level of living, this quality of living, is not everyone has the energy, time, mental capacity, stamina to operate at that level. So don't kid yourself. But this is important that you know that these potentials and possibilities are there and people are living that out every day. Okay? The third, the assassin. Hoping and wishing that somehow fairy godmother will wave a wand and your unbending intent shall be fulfilled. These days, the fairy godmother is your keyboard and mouse. If I click enough on the keyboard and mouse, somehow my unbending intent will just get fulfilled. Somehow I will arrive at the destination. If I'm on the internet long enough, it's gonna happen. If I watch enough YouTube videos off the subject, it's gonna happen, obviously. Absolutely. YouTube is never wrong, isn't it? If I read enough books, words are never wrong. Why would they write a book if they were wrong? Yeah, why would they? Obviously, no book is ever wrong. No newspaper is ever wrong. The written word, they wrote a book about it. Yeah. Can't be wrong, surely. Cannot be inaccurate. All brainwashing. Reality doesn't work on words or YouTube videos. Hoping and wishing whilst you sit around that your unbending intent will just kind of take care of itself. It won't. That hourglass of time, the sand, is constantly wasting away. Toltec warriors, I personally treat hoping and wishing as the plague within me. It's like a cancer. Absolutely no hoping and wishing allowed. Dreams, aims, and unbending intent, absolutely. Unbending intent needs this bit to replace hoping and wishing. What is it that the Toltec warrior replaces it with? Strategy. Strategy will negate the need for hoping and wishing something will happen to me one day. You're gonna have a hard strategy, cold, brutal strategy. Brutal in terms of killing your hoping and wishing mindset, magical thinking. Magic will somehow happen because, I'm special, aren't I? No, you're not. You're not special. No matter how much people tell you, books tell you, podcasts tell you, all the artificial world of words, no matter how much it convinces you that you're special, in reality, in nature, you're only as special as everything else. In other words, not special at all. Or as special as everything else. Take your pick. What that means is nature isn't going to bend over backwards to say, oh, this is a very special soul with the what are they called? Guides. The higher guides have come to me of this special soul, ensouled being. And they have told me, could you bend the rules for this guy or this special princess, because she's a good person, she's a nice person, she does good, she's working on affirmations and she watches Anaam's videos and she's very interested. Could you bend the rules a little bit so that she can get this magical unbending intent just fulfilled straight away? Just once. Come on, it's just once, isn't it? What do you think? Life just goes, oh yeah, okay, well, a special person, we'll bend the rules a little bit. It doesn't work like that. It's the same for everyone. It's the same for everyone. So beware of these two thieves and the one assassin. And gain experience in setting out on journeys of unbending intent. Now here's the last pro tip about unbending intent. In the Toltec world, there are no unfinished journeys of unbending intent. Don't exist. Contemplate this. I won't explain it. Contemplate it. In the Toltec world, in the average man's world, almost every journey starts out as unbending intent and cheapens itself over time into good intentions. In the Toltec world, the unbending intent is preserved in its pristine and powerful state all the way through from A to Z, all the way through completion. Sometimes that completion may take more than one lifetime. It's totally fine. Toltec warriors have enough power, personal power, to see that through. It's called unbending intent for a reason. There are no unfinished, unbending intents in the Toltec world. On that note, leave in the comments below what you thought of the video. Keep them intelligent. I will see you in the next video. Walk in freedom. Farewell.